Happy birthday, Quasimodo.
Shit. Oh my god, that is so not funny.
But you're laughing.
Well, yeah, laugh or cry. I look like a hideous monster.
Well, what happened?
So I was paddling yesterday, and I'm planning on moving to Michigan. I've totally fallen in love with the state and the people. And I paddled by an abandoned lighthouse. And so I pulled off and dragged my boat up to take a look at the lighthouse. Big, huge sign that says it's for sale. How cool would it be to live in a lighthouse? And I disturbed a bunch of logs, and these bright blue, they look like wasps, but they were bright blue insects started flying out of the log, and I just shoot them. Wasn't worried about them because wearing my dry suit, it's like I wasn't worried. They can't sting through me. So I was looking at the lighthouse, and all of a sudden I felt a sting on the side of my face here, and I was like, oh crap. And so I was wearing a hat with head netting, so I put the head netting down and just said a few choice words and tightened the gaskets around my wrist, so the only thing exposed now was my hands, and kept taking pictures of the lighthouse and exploring the lighthouse, and I felt my face starting to swell. And so anyways, I got back on my boat and paddled on, and I started feeling ill. My throat started to hurt, and my side of my face was pounding. I started feeling really ill, and Marv came up yesterday, and he met me. We were supposed to just be for a quick lunch, and I'm like, I'm done paddling. I don't feel well. And so we came to this cabin, and Rick and his wife is allowing us to stay here. They're very, very sweet. And I woke up today, and my eye is swollen shut, and my face is swollen and tight. And anyways, and so happy birthday to me. And then another wonderful surprise was we bought some strawberries, and we had them laying on the table in the camper, and I had my all-important calendar. And on this calendar, every day I write down who I've stayed with, or anything exciting that has happened, or people, different people I've met, how many miles I've paddled, important things, so I can go back later and go over the calendar and document this trip. So this is like my diary. It's like I should be like protecting this with my life. And the strawberries, the trailer got hot and the strawberries melted all over my important calendar. So you found it this morning, and you brought it in, and you were like, I don't know how to tell you this, and I started crying. I was just like crying, and tears were coming down, and Marv was like, oh, don't cry, I can fix it, don't cry. So Marv's over there trying to fix my calendar.
It's coming, we're almost done.
He's been very patient, and so I'm not crying no more, because I think we can salvage it. I'm just going to have to buy a new calendar and transfer all the information over. So for all of you out there watching that, if I've stayed with you, you might be getting a phone call in the next couple of days asking for details. Jackie from, not Port Harbor, was it Port Harbor? No.
Harbor Beach.
Harbor Beach. Jackie from Harbor Beach, I will be calling you. That section is gone. But there's other people I might be calling too, so expect a phone call from me. Start writing down notes of my visits with you. And but I had a wonderful, today's my birthday, I'm 50 years old now, and you got me a chocolate cake, Bill, and Marv came up with presents, and he got me some little Debbie cakes, and he got me an E-Trex, and some mosquito netting, so this doesn't happen again. Actually, I was wearing a hat with mosquito netting, but Scott Edwards, he got me this. I stayed with a lady a couple months back. She had you could melt wax and put your hands in it, and I think it was actually supposed to make your hands soft, but with my arthritis and my hands swollen, felt so incredible. And he remembered that from months ago, so he bought me one of those with scented wax, and that was a wonderful gift. And everyone has just been so wonderful. I got chocolate, and I got flowers, and I've got tons of messages today wishing me a happy birthday, so I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. and we stayed up till midnight last night, and Marv had a big whopping camping candle, so we put the camping candle on top of the cake and lit the candle, and I made a wish and blew the candle out, and it was nice. It was nice having my friends here with me last night and staying in this cabin that Rick and his wife allowed us to stay in. They live in town, but it was a wonderful birthday, and I feel very fortunate to have so many wonderful friends. So I just wanted to say thank you. But I'm hoping I don't look like Quasimodo by tomorrow.